Legal form debt instruments typically contain a debt host for the purposes of evaluating embedded features for bifurcation. When the host contract is in the legal form of a share, more judgment is involved. The framework we use for making this assessment is referred to as the whole instrument approach. And there's 4 steps in this approach. Step 1, identify all of the substantive terms and features in the instrument. This commonly includes rights like redemption, conversion, voting, rights to dividends, and protective covenants. Step 2, determine whether each of those terms and features are more debt-like or more equity-like. For example, redemption rights or the rights to a stated cumulative dividend are typically considered debt-like. Voting rights or the rights to participate in dividends with common shareholders would be equity-like. Step 3, consider the relative weight of those terms and features as either more equity-like or debt-like. For example, a redemption right that's only contingent, outside the holder's control, and at a price that's out of the money would be weighted much less heavily as a debt-like feature than a redemption right that's exercisable at a fixed price with a guaranteed return solely within the holder's control, which would add significant weight to that debt-like feature. Step 4, reach a conclusion about the nature of the host contract. In this final step, the entity should examine the totality of the features and the weighting to make a final judgment about whether the instrument is more debt-like or equity-like. Sometimes this isn't clear, and in that case, it may also be appropriate to consider the anticipated settlement of that instrument to support a conclusion. For example, if the issuer and the investors believe that the most likely form of settlement is redemption, that may add further weight to a debt host view. If the anticipated settlement is through conversion into common stock upon the successful completion of an IPO, this may add further weight to an equity host view. Be sure to thoughtfully approach this judgment, since the conclusion greatly impacts how you should evaluate any relevant embedded features for bifurcation.